Ladies and germs, welcome to the inside of the house. It's too hot outside to do a walking around video, so we're going to make this one quick. Welcome. We're going to give out our 4 best bets today in college basketball and the NBA on Tuesday. We love college basketball. It's just the way to go. Been working with Josh today, talking about some stuff, as well as there's a good slate of NBA today, so we're going to go with a couple. We'll go with one pick that we like in the NBA, and maybe we'll give out some other stuff on Twitter. Again, follow us at Spreads and Props on Twitter. Everything doesn't always make our video. We have additional time to research. People get ruled out of games, and we just like to, closer to tip-off, give out some other stuff that we like. There are a lot of college basketball games today, a lot of NBA games today, so let's go kick things off real quick. We went 3-3 yesterday. No point in recapping what we put on Twitter, because if you followed all 6 of them, you didn't win any money, you didn't lose any money. So let's go from there. First pick today is going to be Northwestern and USC. It's weird that these teams are in the same conference, but you got to fly from California to Evanston, which is essentially outside of Chicago. It's a long trip for USC to play a basketball game midweek, which is really weird, but we're here. And both teams have kind of hit a lull, I would say, in the conference. They're not good teams. They're not bad teams, but the game should be competitive. And I think USC is the better team, but USC is going to struggle to pull away from Northwestern just with the home court advantage. Northwestern was a team 2 years ago I would take at home all the time. Boo Buie was a really good player for them, and that guy kind of held things down all the time, and was every game that guy could drop 30 and you never knew what you were getting. But with this team, we're kind of just looking at them floating around. I feel the same with USC. I think they had a lot of promise, but they're just a year early on arriving there. So what we like in this game is going to be the over. The over opened at 140. It's gone down to 139, so maybe it's public money. I don't know, because that's not a large jump, but it's gone down to 139, so that's where we're going to take it at 139 over in the Northwestern and USC game. Second game we're going to take is going to be college basketball as well. We are going to go to, I want to say Missouri Valley. I may be wrong. So many conferences. Drake is visiting Murray State. Murray State, the Racers, opened up the season as a pretty big surprise. Drake, the Bulldogs, have been a good team in that conference for a few years now. Murray State, I want to say that they opened conference play 4-2, if I'm not wrong, and have since then lost 5 of 6. So they opened up with a lot of promise. They beat this Drake team already at Drake. So Drake has a ton of revenge as far as that goes. Just picture if Drake got to get back at Kendrick in LA. Like, we're rolling with that. Like, it's a free shot for them. The line is 4.5. That's way too low. Drake is a much better team. I don't understand the line, but I'm going to take it because they're giving me that line. If you get it any lower, fine, obviously, but 4.5, we're good with that number. We're going to take Drake minus 4.5 at Murray State as our second pick tonight. Our third pick, which I want to say there are 2 options here. Marquette is playing St. John's. It's one of the premier games today. You got number 11 visiting number 12. Big East foes. They've always played scrappy games together. St. John's is undefeated at home. Okay. I want to say they're 14-0 this year. Don't quote me on that. Look it up yourself. This is research purposes, but I believe they're 14-0 at home this year. The line is 2.5. The over-under is 147 right now. Speaking with Josh, he liked to go under the total in this game of 147. I'm on St. John's. What I would do at this point is decide which one you like better. Do your research. I like the under at 147. I think that I could see, 72 to 70, something like that. Just St. John's is a really good team. Marquette is a really good team. Marquette tends to score less points on the road from what I've seen as far as following their games. St. John's has been blowing people out at home, but they're lesser competition than Marquette. Marquette is a good team. Marquette can hang with a lot of teams in the country. Both these teams will be in the tournament. They're really good. I just think at home, St. John's, I'm going to take St. John's on the money line is going to be my pick for the video. St. John's on the money line. The spread is 2.5. If you want to take that, 2.5, I don't think that that's wrong either. It's a funny number in college basketball when you have two really competitive teams. Obviously, the foul game comes into play a lot more in college basketball than, let's say, the NBA. If your team is down 4 in the NBA, you're not going to foul on a missed free throw. You kind of know the game is over, whereas college, they're going to foul to the last second that they can all the time, which gets a lot of backdoor covers. 2.5 is an iffy number. You got to win by 3. You can't win just by a basket. You can't win by a couple of free throws. So I'm going to say St. John's money line, but I'm also okay with St. John's and Marquette under the total of 147. So that's going to be our third pick. Just depends on which way you guys want to go. Just trying to give you a little bit of insight into what we're thinking about this game. It should be a really competitive game. And we're going to ride with the home team, at least as far as my pick. And Josh, he likes the under. So we'll rock with both of those either way. I think you should be safe. I expect a lower scoring game that St. John's probably wins. Very competitive, though. And our fourth pick and our final pick is going to be pretty much the best game in all of basketball today. You have the Boston Celtics coming into Cleveland to play the Cavaliers. I've seen this number all over the place. I've seen Boston minus 1.5. I've seen Cleveland minus 1. I don't care what the spread is because I don't want to bet the spread in this game because I don't think it matters. I don't think getting a point or not getting a point makes a difference. Cleveland's got a 5-game lead on Boston. I'm not saying that they can afford to lose a game, but Boston wants to show who they are. And I think that they aren't as good as everyone thinks that they are. I think Cleveland is a worthy opponent, and I'm going to roll with the Cavs on this game. I'm going to roll with the Cavs at home. As far as I've seen on my book, it's minus 1. So I would take the Cavs minus 1 or money line. If you have Boston on your book as a favorite at tip-off, as far as I know, everyone is playing in this game. So it's not like we're looking for like a Tatum out or a Darius Garland out. It looks like everyone is playing in this game. So if that's the case, I just feel like Cleveland at home is going to have the energy. They're going to come out. I don't mind Cleveland first half money line either. Boston has been really slow out of the gates all year. I've used them a lot in a lot of parlays I've done, and they've let me down a tremendous amount of times for first half covers. So I know that Cleveland is going to have the mojo at home to want to come out and just kind of stake their claim as the Eastern Conference favorites. So I would go with that if I was making a secondary pick in that game. But I'm going to go with Cleveland money line in this game. So just a quick recap on the 4 picks that we have today. We like USC and Northwestern over 139.5. We like Drake at Murray State minus 4.5. And we like St. John's in both ways. St. John's on the money line or St. John's and Marquette under the total of 147. And then we like the Cleveland Cavaliers on the money line at home against the Boston Celtics. Follow us on Spreads and Props for more picks. And we will be attaching some more on Twitter at some point today, whether it be props or just other NBA or college basketball picks. Those are going to be some of our more unsure leans, things that we like, but just didn't make these 4 picks. So have a great day, and let's go get green, boys.